Yo, yippee yay. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess we're talking about Erza. Going balls deep in her today. I'm just spitting from the top of my head. Talking like this is kinda weird. I'm just trying to get fed. Make sure you smash that like button. Hitting that like will let me know that you want more of this. Let's get started. Let's get going. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not high. Let's get going. Let's get going. What have I done? Let's get going. Let's go balls deep. Woo! Erza's name comes from Elsa. In Japan, R is usually pronounced instead of L. Elza or Elsa is Slavic with English name of Hebrew and German origins. The name is driven from Elizabeth, which means God is my oath. Although Mishima actually just based her name after Ilu from his one-shot manga that served as a pilot for Fairy Tail, the one-shot was titled Fairy Tail. The last name Scarlet was given to Erza by Jalal, as she did not have one, and simply because her hair was vibrant red, he was given that name to her. Erza's nickname Titania is based off the character from Shakespeare's play A Midsummer Night's Dream. In the play, Titania is the queen of the fairies. This relates back to Erza's character, as she is one of the strongest female members of Fairy Tail. Calling her the queen isn't really overstretching it, you know what I mean? Although traditionally in the folklore, the fairy queens have no name. However, Shakespeare took the name Titania from the Roman poet Ovid's poem Metamorphosis, where Titania is a title given to the daughters of the Titans. The initial design conception for Erza was very different from her final look, as always. Originally, Mishima gave Erza a more wild Amazonian appearance with a bit of punk rock style. She had a spear instead of a sword, and she was accompanied by a bird, believe it or not. Mishima said he had wanted to create a female character whom Natsu could be afraid of, but he later scrapped that design thinking it felt out of place, which I kinda agree on. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Mishima also initially designed her to only shed tears from one eye due to a defect with her artificial eye, but he eventually abandoned this idea as well after accidentally drawing some scenes where Erza has tears flowing from both eyes instead of just one. He also said that he often forgets what Erza's armors look like and changes the design every time she appears. Erza, much like some of the other members of Fairy Tail, has a deep backstory revolving her parents and history. We know that Erza was raised in Rosemary Village as an orphan and later enslaved after the village was attacked. Erza's mother was revealed to be Irene Belserion, the creator of the Dragon Slayer magic and the queen of Dragneel. Irene is a member of the Alvarez Empire, being the strongest woman of the Spurigan 12. The protection god of the Emperor Spurigan, or Zeref or whatever his name goes by. Erza was actually conceived 400 years ago, prior to the Dragon King festival. However, she was kept from growing in Irene's womb by magical means, as Irene had transformed into a fully fledged dragon, and remained so. So for several hundred years, until Zeref found her and gave her back her old human shape, Irene had been physiologically affected after staying as a dragon for such a long period, so she decided to enchant herself over her unborn daughter, which didn't work, and at the point Irene considered Erza to be worthless, so she dumped her in the back alleys of Rosemary Village. Pretty cruel mother if you ask me. I don't know how you can do that, but if you think Erza's mother is bad, you are about to find her father to be much worse. Erza's father was revealed in chapter 515. Although his name and full identity is still unknown, Erza's father was a middle-aged general with long dark hair, droopy eyes and a small goatee. In the X300s, he married Irene as a means of political negotiation due to territorial disputes between Dragneel and his country. Following Archnologia's victory in the war, the general witnessed Irene's undergoing the dragonification process, calling her an enemy of humanity. He locked her away in the palace dungeons. Irene was repeatedly beaten and tortured for 3 years, until the day that her husband came to tell her that a date for execution had been set. Irene pleaded to him that she was pregnant with the child, but he rejected her by saying that nobody can be pregnant for as long as she claimed to be. Obviously forgetting his whole world is magic and anything is possible, right? I don't know, he wanted to bust some nuts, but he forgets all that, However, Erza's father, in a fit of rage, slashes at Irene's stomach to prove himself right, but instead he triggered Irene's complete transformation into a dragon and is subsequently killed when he crushes him following her rampage. Guess this is all kinda worked out for Erza, as she thanked her mother because she ended up meeting her true family in Fairy Tail.
Said you'd always be my white blood, elevate my soul.
Erza uses the Night Re-equip, a spatial type magic similar to Lucy's, however it is much different as it allows Erza to summon and swap weapons, armor and clothes at will instead of celestial spirits. This is Erza's signature form of magic over which she possesses great mastery. Erza owns over 100 different types of armor and over 200 different types of weapons, giving her all sorts of advantages over her opponents. She is noted for her ability to re-equip extremely fast and is the only sword mage known to be capable of re-equipping weapons and armor while fighting. In addition to her signature magic re-equip, Erza is also an extremely talented user of sword magic, allowing her swords to perform different magical attacks. This is usually done in the combination with specific armors of hers, which makes her a very deadly combatant. It is also shown that she can also combine different armors with other swords from other armors to either block or attack using deadlier force and mixing different elements together, which makes her such a hard opponent to figure out and work against. Erza is also a skilled user of telekinesis. The first time she uses this magic, however, was accidental. When she was a child in the Tower of Heaven, she used this magic to levitate and discarded weapons from the ground and launched them at her enemies, something which she did inadvertently, due to the shock caused by Rob's death. Erza's most common use of telekinesis comes with her sword magic, in which she can perform different attacks by controlling her swords remotely. Erza's ability is very comparable to Gilgamesh from Fate Zero. Mishima originally planned for the series to take a huge turn during the Tower of Heaven's arc. The entire events of Fairy Tail up until the time Erza began having dreams of her past as a slave were meant to be the actual present time, with the grown-up Erza and all her friends being a dream of the future. So basically, he had planned to reveal that the Erza we knew was just a dream of still trapped in young Erza. This concept was eventually scrapped because Mishima felt it was too cliche and sad to think everyone we met in the story wasn't real, but this idea was loosely based around the old Chinese story Dream of a Butterfly by the Chinese philosopher Master Zhuang. In the afterword of volume 10 of the manga, Mishima quoted the premise of the story. One day there was a man who dreamed that he was a butterfly. When he awakened, an odd thought struck him. Could it be that my life as a butterfly was real? Or that I am not a man dreaming that I am a butterfly, but I am now a butterfly dreaming I am a man? What a philosophical quote, guys. Remnants from this discarded idea can be seen when butterflies appear in Erza's dream in chapter 75, which is also named after the Chinese story.
Said you'd always be my white blood, elevate my soul.
Erza's Japanese voice actress Sayaka Ohara is the same voice actor Millie Ashford in Code Geass, Mari Kurihara in Prison School, and many other voices. Ohara is usually known for being a really good supporting actress. She even received the Best Supporting Actress award at the 7th Seiyu Awards. In an interview, Ohara stated that she wondered who Juvia's voice actor would be when she first read the Fairy Tail manga. She mentioned that she would have liked to voice Juvia if she wasn't voicing Erza. She was happy to find out that Mai Nakahara would be playing Juvia as they had worked together on previous anime. Ohara also mentioned that she doesn't find voicing Erza's voice particularly difficult. She feels like she's gradually getting closer to Erza and acts her out as a part of herself. She also mentioned that the recording studio is just like the Fairy Tail Guild. There are a lot of people and it's very rowdy. Kihara Tetsuya and Nakamura Yauichi are respectively just like Natsu and Grey and banter with each other if left alone. And Makarov's voice actor Shinpachi gets involved too, and he gets messed with by Kakihara. She feels like Erza when she looks at all this happening from the side and gets into the role of Erza easily when she's at the studio recording their sessions. So I'm gonna sound like a broken record. As always, I've mentioned it in every video, but you best believe I ain't gonna miss this out. In volume 32's extra content, Mishima provided the battle statistics of 31 of the 40 contestants in the Grand Magic Games, bro. The stats, however, were provided not from Mishima's point of view, but from the author point of view, and his name is Jason. Do you remember? According to Jason from the Sorcerer magazines, Erza's stats were freaking crazy. 5 out of 5 out of everything, but not in intelligence. You can't give Erza, because if Erza was a 5 out of 5 in everything, she would just be too overpowered. You know, you have to have that guy. Come on, Erza, you're too strong, you're triple S, give us a chance. Because Erza and Jalal seem to have already been shipped, a lot of fans don't really think too deeply into Erza's love life. However, for a while there has been rumors that Mishima will troll us all and ship Erza and Grey. In an interview with Hiro Mishima, one of the questions was about the combination of Erza and Grey being together. He started to laugh and said, "I thought no one would notice it. Erza has matters that are not solved with Jalal, but Grey has more than a friendship with Erza." What? Although this doesn't mean anything, and we all know that Grey and Natsu are like brothers to Erza, but there are some fans who speculate that Mishima will kill off Juvia and Jalal and leaving Grey with Erza. What do you guys think? Who is the best ship, Grey or Jalal? I don't know.
Erza! お前も混ざれや!
うるさい。私は今それどころでは。
今キャって言ったぞ。キャって。かわいいな。
In the Welcome to Fairy Hills, Levi reveals to Lucy that Erza likes to read novels that are a bit saucy and inappropriate, kinda like Kakashi. This also supports the portrayal of Erza's character as being very open and bold. Erza seems to be very unguarded with men like Natsu and Grey. She stated her desire to shower with them as she did when they were younger.
エルザはちょっとエッチな本が好きみたい。ドキン。
さあ、次に行こうか。レビーちゃん。
During the hot spring scene when the boys were trying to peep at the girls, Erza made a suggestion to invite the boys from the guild. This request was denied by Lucy and the other
しかしか。
なるほど。
あいつのモラルってどうなってるの？ルーシーさん、早くこっちに。
Yeah, Erza is pretty perverted sometimes. She don't give two shit. She is savage. Yeah, I don't know, man. You guys can make up your own opinion on this. For number 10, I'm going to do a blazing round just like last time. During the reporter's interview, Erza said that her favourite foods are strawberry cake and souffle. Erza is very ticklish. Erza resides in Fairy Hills, Fairy Tail's private female dormitory, where most of the female guild members live. She is also the head girl who has the duties to overseeing and maintaining order in the dorms. It is known that Erza gets very drunk very easily, and while drunk she becomes very aggressive and forgetful. While the popular belief is that Erza's suitcases are filled with backup armors and weapons, they are actually filled with food and ingredients. Erza is an S-class. At the start of the series, Erza is 19 years old, making her a year older than Grey and 2 years older than Lucy. She was born under year X765. In the manga, Erza updates her Heart Cruise armor after the Tower of Heaven arc, but in the anime she wears the updated design from the beginning. Erza is the winner of the Miss Fairy Tail contest, a reader poll and story event that took place during the Battle of Fairy Tail arc. So yeah, she is the kind of the best woman in the guild, blah blah blah. Oh my god, I'm the best. Woo! But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something new about Erza Titania Scarlet, the #1 AB Day 1 girl from Fairy Tail. Hopefully you hit the like button and you watch our other Fairy Tail content and any of our other videos covering hip-hop, covering other animes, quizzes, blah blah blah. It's kind of fun. Make sure you follow us on Snapchat or bloody Instagram or Twitter to keep updated with us, and thank you for watching as always, and we see you guys next time.